Before the video starts, I want to say I'm pretty close to hitting 10,000 subscribers, and I want to hit it by the end of the summer. And I'm also doing a Shadow Monitor giveaway at 7.5 thousand subscribers. And I also want to say, even though I'm looking away from you, you can still hear me, so don't mind. Hey guys! Anyways, I'm doing an assist tier list because it's pretty cool, I guess. If you're wondering what this row is, it's just characters who don't matter, and I don't know, they're like starter characters and stuff. I don't fucking know. Anyways, yeah, I'm not gonna provide much of an explanation, because you know they're assists. I don't really need to explain why they're good. Obviously, I'll explain S tier and probably A tier, but alright, let's get started. Anyways, Aizen's D tier. He gives you crit chance and stuff, but he has a line AoE, and his DPS is terrible. Ichigo Final Assist used to be B tier, but now it's A tier. They buffed it, which is awesome. Now when you use it, you get 10% crit chance and 10% crit damage, which is pretty useful, so I'm going to put it in A tier. It is a line AoE, but, you know, it gets the job done with DPS. Kaido is basically just Aizen. Makima is the same thing as Ichigo's assist, but it's full AoE, so alright. I actually forgot what Muichiro's assist does, but I know it's a pretty good buff. And he's got decent DPS, he's good AoE, so I'm gonna put him in B tier. Ryuko is one of the highest DPS assists in the game. She's a full AoE assist, and she gives you 12% crit damage when you use her. In my opinion, A tier, yay! The only reason it's better than Makima is because her assist goes by way faster, and it has a lot higher DPS. Now we got Shadow Monitor. Alright, we're done with that. Tatsumaki's good DPS, full AoE, and she gives you 25% crit damage for 15 seconds when you use her assist. So I'm going to put her in A tier. She's basically as death, but instead of a boss damage buff, she's 25% crit damage. And higher DPS. Actually, no, they're about the same DPS now that I think about it. Listen, I know yours full AoE, but her assist has terrible DPS, and even with the buff, it doesn't really it doesn't really buff it that much because her cooldown's 90 seconds. She gets 15% crit damage. So you're barely ever going to be getting that crit damage. In my opinion, she belongs like, she's got higher DPS than Shadow Monitoring, and she's full AoE. I'm just going to have to put it there. Vampire Luffy, D tier. The only reason he's above these two, I'm going to put him under actually. His assist isn't too bad, even though his character is terrible. It's not like extremely bad assist. So he's got decent AoE. Good enough DPS. The same cannot be said about Christmas Saber, alright? I'm actually going to delete this row. Christmas Saber is just terrible DPS. So, and as we all know, her AoE is like square, but instead of going forwards, it kind of goes sideways. And it's not even that long. So, I'm just going to put her in E tier. It's kind of the same thing with Milim. So, it's just hers launches forward. Nezuko is the highest DPS assist in the game. Decent enough AoE. So overall, great assist. In my opinion, still not above Ryuko, even though Nezuko's DPS is a lot higher. The buff Ryuko gives is pretty goofy. Alice is a full AoE assist, and she has high DPS. So I'm going to put her right here. She's got a higher DPS than Makima, but Makima's buff is pretty decent. Now, a lot of people don't understand how good Broly and Gilgamesh is, so I'll have to actually explain why. So yeah, they have a 90-second cooldown, and they give no buffs. But they're both some of the biggest AoE in the game. They have the highest damage, not highest DPS since their cooldown is 90 seconds, but they have the highest one-time use damage in the game, which is so goofy and wacky. I would put them in S tier, but I'm probably going to put them back down in A tier, because we've gotten some pretty insane new assists here recently. Their DPS, I think I also mentioned this, even though their cooldown is 90 seconds, their DPS is still insane. Kokushibo is B tier, decent enough DPS, full AoE, nothing really bad about it. Esper's assist DPS isn't really the greatest, but he's good, he's still good. I'm going to put him right here. And a lot of people are going to say, you're stupid, you're stupid. Stop! Don't say mean things about me. It makes me cry a bunch. Anyway, he's useful for nothing except for time challenge. And even in time challenge, he's not even meta anymore. Tanjiro assist is literally better. Garo, high DPS, full AoE. Let's go. I'm going to put him in top of B tier. Now his Awakening. Alright, we're moving on to the hot stuff now. So his Awakening gives you 18% boss damage, and its DPS is wild, through the roof, yo. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in S tier. 18% boss damage is useful for Dimensions, Boss Rush, everything except for Time Challenge, actually. So yeah, it's pretty amazing and awesome. Deku. Alright. Rimuru. Alright. Chainsaw Man. Alright. Now we're moving on to the good stuff. Dio. High DPS, decent enough AoE. He's the second highest DPS in the game, so I'm gonna put him above Alice. I'll put him above Makima. Combat Titan, let's go. As she's full AoE, not really good DPS though. I'm gonna put her in D tier. Never mind. C tier. But next up we got our Awakening version. So her Awakened, her DPS doesn't really increase at all. But she gets 18% boss damage, which is actually pretty good. Actually, with her Awakening version, doesn't that also buff her assist? If so, I'll go ahead and put her up here. Anyways, the Awakening version, S tier, let's go. Goku. Nothing really special about him. His assist gives you infinite dashes for 6 seconds, but that's not really anything too crazy. I mean, it's decent enough for dimensions, but other than that, it's got pretty mid DPS. Decent AoE, but don't do it. What the fuck? Anyways, don't do it. Gojo! Eh, that's all I gotta say about Gojo. Kirito, nah, not really the greatest. Not really the greatest. His Awakening though, good enough DPS. Kind of like a cone AoE. But here's the selling point about selling point. What? Here's the selling point. Oh, how do I keep saying? Okay, here's the selling point for him. He has 15% boss damage buff. Yeah. Now, I know that does not really sound that insane, but it's every 60 seconds, which makes it better than SDEP, because you're gonna get the boss damage buff more, and his DPS is a little bit higher. But Levi's assist isn't really that insane. I'm probably gonna put. Whoa, calm down, Buster. You're not going up there. Levi's getting a bit ambitious. Alright, so Levi gives 18% boss damage. But he's basically Ryuko with way worse DPS. Well, not way worse, but worse. Yeah, now I think about it, yeah, way worse. So S tier still, but nothing really too good about him. Actually, there is some stuff really good about him. But there's better assists. Luffy Gear 5, Unawakened. Luffy Gear 5, Awakened. I don't know. That's all I gotta say about Gear 5. Oh, never mind. I actually forgot about the Awakening buff, so I'm gonna put him probably up here. Not above Michiro, but Mitsuri, terrible assist. Actually, I don't think she needs to be that low. No, right? No. Anyway, so Naruto Beast's Awakening gives you 15% crit chance. Cracking my knuckles. Which is very good considering he also has high DPS. The only problem is it's in a line AoE. So it's not really that insane for dimensions, but it's still good. I'm not going to give it S tier anymore, but I will give it A tier. This version of Naruto 6 Paths. So, yes, he does not have an awakening, and he was added almost 2 years ago. But he has some of the highest DPS in the game, and some of the largest AoE in the game. Obito and Shanks are just like right above Deku. Why is Rengoku above Deku right now? Or what? What am I talking about? Rengoku's good. High DPS, but he's also full AoE. I mean, it's not the biggest AoE, but it's good enough. Oops. Now, he's like oof. He's basically Garo level. Even though he has higher DPS, his AoE is a lot smaller. So I'm probably gonna put him right there. His awakened version only gives you 15% crit chance, sadly though. So it's not really that insane, but it still deserves S tier because of how high the DPS is and since it's full AoE. Tanjiro, he's the best unawakened assist. If he got an awakening and it was boss damage, he'd probably be the best assist in the game. I changed my mind actually. He might not be, but actually, maybe. I don't know. I'm not really thinking right now. Anyways, the best assist for time challenge, very high DPS, very good AoE, and it lasts for like the perfect amount of time. It's basically Esper, but with like double the DPS. Tank assist isn't that bad. Good DPS, but like what is the AoE? What's wrong with it? Which Mega Man assist DPS isn't too bad, I don't think. But whew, the upsides of it. So it's got great AoE. And it attracts all mobs to the center, which is pretty useful for infinite mode. And so I'm gonna put it up here. It's not that bad. Yurichi Unawakened, I'm gonna put him down here. I've been kind of overestimating him a little bit, but Yurichi Awakened though is just like a slightly worse version of Esdev. Everybody thought Yurichi was better, but I tested the DPS, and apparently Yurichi is like 2% worse. Sorry. Bakugo sucks. Get out. Get out of here. Get out of town, bub. No, I'm probably gonna stick to the country accent instead of that. Get out of here, bub. No, why did I do it? I did it. No, I didn't do a country accent. I'm bad at making videos anyway. Primordial, not really insane DPS. Good assist overall. But the one big thing about it is it gives you invincibility for a whole 6 seconds. So I'm gonna put the boy right there. Yuzuro, I actually don't completely know, but I'm pretty sure it's right about there. I don't know about Genos, alright? I do know about Gojo though. Very high DPS, only hits one time, and he's got some of the longest AoE in the game. Normal Megaman, used to be a really good assist, but not really anymore, because that was about 2 years ago. So, Shield Man. All right, let me break the news to all you guys that actually had this character. So, he's like so incredibly bad. He has a 125-second cooldown, which makes him have the worst DPS in the game. But oh my God, guess what? To make up for that, he makes your team invincible for 4 seconds. Anyways, I'm gonna put him here. I don't know about power. I just don't know. Normal Rimmer is like right here. Now we got the Awaken Rimmer, the most overrated assist in the game probably. So yes, it does do the same thing as Saber Awaken, but guess what? It's full AoE, yeah. But guess what? It's half the DPS. It's terrible DPS. This is actually one of the worst DPS in the game. So, I'm gonna put it right here. No, right. Mm, yeah, right. Well, I don't know about that low, but Saber's got good DPS, but she is a line AoE, so sorry about that. And when I say good DPS, I mean it. So now we're moving on to Awakened Saber. So even though she's got a line AoE, her Awakened version gives you 12% attack, which is the same as Rimuru, but with like double the DPS. More than double DPS, like triple or quadruple maybe even DPS. Terrible DPS. Or what? No, that was the opposite of what I meant to say. Insane DPS, and her Awakening 12% attack, like I already said, is very, very good. Slightly above Levi. Well, not slightly, decently above Levi. Todoroki, good DPS. Pretty decent AoE too. I'm actually gonna raise him. I forgot how good his DPS actually is. I never really realized. I've no clue at all. I've no clue at all. Alright, now we're moving on to the shadow versions. If you know, then you know. Shadow versions can't be awakened, and you know, I'll just rank them. Alright, watch this. I'll just skip to when they're finished. I finished them. So I had to actually zoom out a bunch, because if you zoom in even a little bit, you can't even see the character anymore. So, we're finally moving on to the brand new assists. So, it's basically just Kirito's DPS, but full AoE. So it's not that bad. I'm gonna put him, right about up here. No, no, right there's fine. But her awakened version, oh boy, you ready? You ready to rumble? So her awakening version gives 25% boss damage. 25%. So that's pretty cool. 75-second cooldown. And it's full AoE. So, you know where I'm gonna put it? Let's count it up, yo. She's climbing the ranks. Let's go. That's huge. So yeah, we've gotten 2 meta assists in a row, which is pretty cool. Looks like they've been adding meta assists ever since the Tanjiro update. After Tanjiro, oh, oopsie. After Tanjiro update, they added Yurichi Awakening, and then after Yurichi, they added Garo, and then after Garo, they added Madoka. Best assist in the game, I don't really need to explain why. It's literally Kirito on steroids. It's Kirito, but with almost double the extra boss damage. So, and it's also full AoE. Kirito's not full AoE. So that's actually, this is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome update. So, in conclusion, this is a meta character and a meta assist. Overall, the best character in the game. W. I'm finally glad that they added a new best character in the game. And I'm glad it's not a raid character, because the character's actually hard to get this time. Christmas Saber took about 2 days to get. Raid characters, you can get like almost 3 of them in a day. With 2 times tokens, you can get almost 4. That's just how easy raid characters are to get. So it's nice that they actually added something hard to get, but it'll pay off once you get her. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the tier list. It's a little bit harder making assist tier list than tier list. So I'm gonna be a little bit off, especially on like C, D, and E tier. But yeah, thanks for watching. And if you watch this far into the video, Mr. Beast is gonna give you $50 million. Yeah, I'm not even lying right now. Yeah, he's gonna be in real big debt after this one. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video where I play Pin the Donkey. Goodbye.